Brian Voss is a 25-time winner on the PBA Tour, and throughout the 80s and 90s was one of the most consistent players on tour. He used to just win regularly, and from 1987 to 1998 won at least one title in 12 straight seasons. That streak ended when he broke his wrist at the start of the 1999 season. It would take him 3 years before he would win again in 2002, but his career wasn't really the same after this injury, and he won just 4 more singles titles in the 2000s. In fact, Voss actually lost his PBA Tour exemption after the 06-07 season, however was reinstated as an exempt player by the PBA for the 2009-2010 season. In that season, at age 51, he won his 25th tour title, a mixed doubles event with Diandra Asbaty. This win gave Voss an exemption for the 2010-2011 season, which made him the oldest exempt player on tour at that time at 52 years of age. Despite the fact his career wasn't the same after that wrist injury, the 80s and 90s allowed himself to establish himself as one of the best players we've seen on tour. Now, I've done a worst ever moments on TV video for Voss before, so I thought it was time to do a greatest moments video. I've picked out what I think are his best ever moments on TV. If you feel I've missed any out that should be on this list, then please do let me know in the comment section below. So let's start off this video with number 4, the 2010 Don and Paula Carter mixed doubles.
But in position round, what did he do? Yeah, messenger. Bounces out and rolls and drops the 7. That was really key to getting them onto the television show today. Brian Voss in the 4th. And we've got ourselves a team hambone! Asbaty. And that is the break that Belmonte and Feldman needed.
Good.
Oh, it's got it! And there's your strike. 7 pins away. How about all 10 and the title?
As I mentioned earlier, Voss was given an exemption by the PBA for the 2009-2010 season, and he essentially needed a win to stay on the tour. He made the telecast as the 5 seed with his partner Diandra Asbaty, and Voss even converted the 7-10 on their way to making the telecast. This duo pretty much destroyed the other pairings and ran through the ladder with ease. The final match was against Jason Belmonte and Michelle Feldman. Voss and Asbaty were in control until Voss missed a 10-pin in the 8th to let their opponents back in. However, his partner struck in the 9th, and Voss then managed to redeem himself by getting a strike in the 10th frame to secure the title. This gave Voss another year on tour, and overall it was just a dominant performance from them both. We even saw Asbaty pick up the 4-7-10 in the title match. Number 3, converting the 4-6-7.
Crowd. Not a sound to be heard. Until the release, it's high. Almost had the big 4. This is not an easy shot at all.
Keep this match all even. Please.
Oh! He made it! Yeah! Can you believe that? Brian Voss! The 7-10 last night, and now this one. What I'm talking about. 4, 6, 7. They all go down. Qualifying rounds, position play. 7-10, can you believe it?
Think I can get that? Oh my God! What are the odds?
Brian, the odds are monumentally against this happening. He did it last night, remember?
Astronomical. He made this last night in position round.
This very impressive conversion came in the 2004 US Open against Pete Weber in the title match. It's not very often you see the 4-6-7 converted, especially on TV. Voss was just so good at these type of split conversions, and in fact, he actually picked up the 7-10 in the position round against Walter Ray Williams Jr. After this amazing conversion, he actually went and left a pocket 7-10, although he didn't pick this one up. He would go on to lose to Pete Webber as he missed the baby split, which really allowed Pete to extend his advantage and capture the title. Number 2, the 1988 National Championship.
We continued bowling. Now Voss with a spare up shooting in the 8th, leading by 33.
Now one hard snap will shut this match out right here.
See you later, Brian Voss. You know, his first major championship, there is George Haig, chairman of Trust Corp, Mike Ducat, and Joe Antonora, who is the commissioner of the PBA. A great win for this 29-year-old champion.
We now go to Voss's first and only major title, the 1988 National Championship. He was the 1 seed and played Todd Thompson. Voss played a very steady game, just picking up his spares when needed, and then he doubled in the 8th and 9th for a 43-pin lead, and this essentially wrapped up the match. Surprisingly, this would be the only major he would win, despite having good runs in future major events. But this definitely is one of his greatest ever moments on TV. He was just very solid and just went out there and got the job done as the 1 seed. Number 1, the 1983 Greater Detroit Open.
And it's there, it's there. He got it. And he's high. He's high. And we're going to have a tie. He's leads the 4-10. He's going to have to go for 1 and play safe. And he has the 1 pin. We have a tie. Gave it too much room. Leaves the washout. 1, 2, 4, 10. Too much. Too much. No. Oh. And looks good. And that's the one he wanted in the second frame. Gave it too much room. It'll never make it. And Brian Voss is the winner.
Our final entry on this list is Voss's first ever win on tour, the 1983 Greater Detroit Open. He was the 2 seed and won his first match against Bruce Carter by a single pin, 199 to 198. After this exciting finish, Voss played Pete McCordick for the title. This was a pretty low scoring match, although Voss had a chance to win if he got a spare or a strike in the 10th frame. However, he left the 4-10, which meant he needed 1 for the tie. He wisely chose to just take out the 4-pin, which meant both players scored 176 and we would have a 2-frame roll-off. McCordick started things off but missed right and left a washout which he missed. Voss struck but then left the 3-6-10. He spared it and got 9 on the fill, which meant that McCordick could tie, but again he missed right and Voss would win his first ever title in pretty dramatic fashion. It was a shaky 10th frame, but he rebounded really well to get it done in the roll-off. And so those were what I thought were Brian Voss's best ever moments on TV. But as I said in the intro, please let me know if there are any others that you feel should have made this list, and if there's any other players you would like me to do this sort of video for. I'd like to thank you all for taking the time to watch this video, and if you've enjoyed what you've seen here today, I would really appreciate it if you would hit that subscribe button below. I would also just like to let you know that I've started up a new podcast which is available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. That's going to include some of the content from my channel, but also some brand new content as well, where I basically discuss everything bowling related and of course breakdowns of things going on in the PBA. So if you'd like to hear some brand new bonus content, then please head over to Spotify or Apple Podcasts and give that a follow. I will also leave a link to the podcast in the description below. That's going to do it from me for today, and as always, thank you bowling fans, and see you all next time.